2022 saw many stars pass away. From Aaron Carter, who tragically died at the age of 34 in November, to Bob Saget, who died at 65 in January. Access Hollywood is taking a look back at the celebrities who have passed away over the last year. Kirstie Alley has died. The star's family confirmed the sad news that the actress had died at the age of 71 in a message shared on her verified Twitter account on Monday. Her family revealed she passed away after a battle with cancer that was, quote, only recently discovered. She was surrounded by her closest family and fought with great strength, leaving us with a certainty of her never-ending joy of living and whatever adventures lie ahead. As iconic as she was on screen, she was an even more amazing mother and grandmother, the Post reads in part. After news of her death broke, her famous friends and co-stars reacted to the news on social media.
Aaron Carter has died at the age of 34. A spokesperson for the musician confirmed to NBC News that Carter died at his home in California on Saturday. Sharing in a statement, "We are extremely saddened and shocked to confirm the passing of Aaron Carter today. At the moment, his cause of death is being investigated. We ask that you give the family time, and they will have more information when available. We cannot express the outpouring of love coming in." A spokesperson for the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department tells Access Hollywood that a call came in shortly before 11 a.m. for a suspicious death in Lancaster, California, but could not confirm the identity. TMZ, citing law enforcement sources, reports that authorities received a call that morning that a male had drowned in a bathtub. The Los Angeles County Fire Department confirmed to KNBC that they responded to a drowning call at a residence in Lancaster. Carter was the younger sibling of Backstreet Boys member Nick Carter. He found success at a young age with his own music career, releasing his self-titled debut album in 1997 when he was just 9 years old.
Takeoff, a member of the famed rap trio Migos, was shot and killed early Tuesday morning in Houston, Texas. The Houston Police Department have confirmed to Billboard. He was 28 years old. Investigators tell multiple outlets that the shooting took place during a private party that he attended with another member of Migos, Quavo, with about 40 people at a bowling alley in downtown Houston. Published reports say that the shooting happened when an altercation broke out after a game of dice. Police also confirmed 2 other victims were shot as well and taken to the hospital. Prior to the shooting, the stir-fry rapper had posted a picture of himself on his Instagram story from the bowling alley. Takeoff, whose real name is Kirstie Kari Ball, was born in Lawrenceville, Georgia. The rapper joined his uncle Quavo and cousin Offset to form their rap trio in 2008, at first under the group name Polo Club, before changing to Migos.
Beloved actor and comedian Leslie Jordan has passed away at the age of 67. The Emmy winner died following a car crash in Hollywood on Monday morning, his rep tells NBC News, adding that Leslie is suspected to have suffered a medical emergency that led him to crash his BMW into the side of a building. His rep also released a statement about his passing, saying, quote, "The world is definitely a much darker place today without the love and light of Leslie Jordan. Not only was he a mega talent and joy to work with, but he provided an emotional sanctuary to the nation at one of its most difficult times. What he lacked in height, he made up for in generosity and greatness as a son, brother, artist, comedian, partner, and human being. Knowing that he has left the world at the height of both his professional and personal life is the only solace one can have today," the statement reads.
Queen Elizabeth has died at the age of 96 after more than 7 decades on the throne. Buckingham Palace confirmed the sad news of her passing. The Queen leaves behind an incredible royal legacy. She was the eldest child of King George VI and was just 10 years old when her father ascended the throne in place of his older brother, Edward VIII, who relinquished his role as king to marry Wallis Simpson. From an early age, Elizabeth was set on centering her life on her royal duties. On a speech made on her 21st birthday in Cape Town, South Africa, the heir presumptive said in part,
"I declare before you all that my whole life, whether it be long or short, shall be devoted to your service and to the service of our great imperial family to which we all belong.
Olivia Newton-John has died at the age of 73. The news was shared about her passing in a lengthy statement by her husband posted on her official Facebook page on Monday, which reads in part, Dame Olivia Newton-John, 73, passed away peacefully at her ranch in Southern California this morning, surrounded by family and friends. We ask that everyone please respect the family's privacy during this very difficult time. The post continues, mentioning the beloved star's journey with breast cancer and her Olivia Newton-John Foundation Fund. Olivia has been a symbol of triumphs and hope for over 30 years, sharing her journey with breast cancer. Her healing, inspiration, and pioneering experience with plant medicine continues with the Olivia Newton-John Foundation Fund, dedicated to researching plant medicine and cancer. In lieu of flowers, the family asks that any donations be made in her memory to the ONJ Foundation.
Anne Heche was declared brain dead on Thursday night after she crashed her car into a house late last week. The Emmy Award-winning actress's rep told NBC News on Friday that while Heche is legally dead according to California law, her heart is still beating and has not been taken off life support yet in order to donate her organs. Following the heartbreaking news, some of Heche's family and famous friends took to social media to honor her, including her eldest son, Homer. In a statement to Access Hollywood, the 20-year-old expressed his heartache amid his mother's untimely death, sharing, quote, "My brother Atlas and I lost our mom. After 6 days of almost unbelievable emotional swings, I am left with a deep, wordless sadness. Hopefully my mom is free from pain and beginning to explore what I like to imagine as her eternal freedom."
Naomi Judd, one half of iconic duo The Judds and mom to singing partner Winona and actress Ashley Judd, has died. She was 76 years old. Her famous daughters announced the sad news on Saturday in a statement on Ashley's Instagram page, which read, "Today, we sisters experienced a tragedy. We lost our beautiful mother to the disease of mental illness. We are shattered. We are navigating profound grief and know that as we loved her, she was loved by her public. We are in unknown territory."
America's Got Talent star Nightbirde has passed away at the age of 31 after battling cancer. The singer, whose legal name is Jane Marzuski, died on Sunday, according to TMZ. Access Hollywood has reached out to Nightbirde and AGT's teams for comments. AGT judge Howie Mandel shared his reaction on social media, writing, quote, "Nightbirde was such an inspirational light in all our lives. We must continue to live and learn from her words and lyrics. As much as I feel horribly about her passing, I feel lucky to have met, heard, and known her."
Full House fans are mourning a sad loss. Bob Saget, best known for his starring role as Danny Tanner on the classic sitcom, has passed away at 65 years old. The actor died on Sunday at the Ritz-Carlton in Orlando, Florida, the local sheriff's department confirmed on Twitter. TMZ, who was first to publish the news, reports that authorities responded to the venue around 4 p.m. after hotel security found Saget unresponsive in his room. The Orlando Sheriff's Department said in a press release that Saget was pronounced deceased at the scene, and detectives found no sign of foul play or drug use.
Now tell me something, Sydney, about your father that many of his fans don't know about.
Oh boy, well, he is a better human being, a better father, a better friend, a better husband than he is an actor.
Oh my goodness sakes, that's very sweet, my dear, my dear.
Dignity, strength, intelligence, pioneer.
These are words befitting Sidney Poitier, a man who lived a life of values set not by the dictates of others, but by his own exacting standards. His body of work eclipses that of most others, and were that all there was to this great man, he would still be considered a legend.
But Sidney's legacy reaches far beyond the imprint of actor. In his long and distinguished career, Sidney smashed every barrier in his path and rose far above the limits imposed upon him by the greater world.
Sidney Poitier stands alongside Malcolm X, Muhammad Ali, Nelson Mandela, Jackie Robinson, and Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. as one of the 20th century's most eloquent voices on race, and always he dealt with any such acknowledgments with humility.
If you look at what happened, I may have been a part of it. Indeed, I might have been the central focal point, but there were so many other people. There were writers and directors and all kinds of creative people in the process.
Comedian Gilbert Gottfried has passed away at age 67. His family announced the sad news on Twitter on Tuesday, writing that he died after a, quote, long illness. We are heartbroken to announce the passing of our beloved Gilbert Gottfried after a long illness. In addition to being the most iconic voice in comedy, Gilbert was a wonderful husband, brother, friend, and father to his 2 young children, the Post reads in part. Gottfried's longtime friend and publicist Glenn Schwartz also confirmed the sad news to Access Hollywood, revealing that he died on April 12th from recurrent ventricular tachycardia due to myotonic dystrophy type 2. Gilbert's friend and podcast co-host Frank Santopadre also issued a statement saying, quote, Gilbert's brand of humor was brash, shocking, and frequently offensive, but the man behind the jokes was anything but. Those who loved him were fortunate enough to share his orbit and knew a person who was sweet, sensitive, surprisingly shy, and filled with a childlike sense of playfulness and wonder. He'll be dearly missed by family, friends, fans, and comedy lovers the world over. To quote Gilbert himself, too soon.